I'd like to go over with you what was discussed in the previous video in Excel. You've made a major error, and I think you'd like to correct it and redo your assignment for Mod 2, since Mod 3 is dependent on the final answer. So just a quick review. I chose South Atlantic. What I did was I copied just the South Atlantic region over into a new sheet. And then I typed my random number generator. Now, at this point, they're not randomly generated. I have a random number generator associated with each one of these. You do not, when you go to, you have to shuffle them. And the shuffling occurs when you go to data and then you choose sort. And here you sort by random. So whatever name you've given to that column that you made the random numbers on, that's the column that has to be sorted. You don't sort by any of these other columns. If you do, you're going to get a biased result because you're going to, if you sort by state, you're going to be sorting in alphabetical order by state. You're going to be eliminating certain states from your sample. Okay. So it's very important, or even if you sort by county, the same thing's going to happen. So it's very important that you sort on the random. That's number one. Okay. Number two, if you leave this now to do your scatter plot, if you just simply select the list price and you only pick the first 30 ones out of here. Okay. I've sorted them randomly. And then I control and I click the square foot one. And then I went insert charts and I do a scatter plot. This is what I see. Okay. And this is similar to what you did in yours. It's not the same scatter plot, but it's similar in that what you have here, the X, which is supposed to be the predictor variable, you have the prices. And for the Y variable, you have the square foot. So while you'll get this, and then you click on here and you right click and you add trend line, your trend line is going to be assuming you're using price to predict square feet. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to do square feet to predict price. So how can you fix this? Well, you can go in here and switch these numbers around. That's a possibility. The format data series, you can change the series, select data, you could reset. There's all sorts of things to do, but I personally think that the easiest way to do this is to delete this totally, okay? And do this. Make a column for square foot, the 30 that you need, okay, which is 2 through 31. Control C and copy and paste that into a new column. Don't worry, the random numbers keep changing. That's just the nature of the random numbers. Then select the list price that matches that. Okay. And copy that to the right of it. Now they're in the order of the predictor variable first and the response variable second. Now when you select them, what happens is that you go and you insert your chart. And now you have a chart. It looks similar, but it's now in correct order. Now I can add my trend line, okay, and display the equation, and I'll do the R squared because you're going to need that later anyway. And there's my equation for my graph. Now, the other thing you can do is you can eliminate some of these variables if you want. You can do a format axes and change the minimum value to 1,000. That just makes it look a little bit easier to read. You don't have to do that. But what you should do is do a labeling. This is not list price, it's square feet to list price. And this down here, if you go, you'll notice up here on your chart, you have chart design. If you add a chart element, axis primary horizontal, this is your square footage. And the other one, chart design under add elements, the chart titles vertical is your price. That's complete. That's what deserves a full value for creating a scatter plot. I hope this helps you because it's very important that you have this equation when you start to do mod 3. If you have all of this in place, mod 3 will go a lot easier for you. Thank you.